Hello and welcome back to another beer review with me, Shaggy2061. Thank you for coming back. Today I'm going to do what is called Red Rocket Ale. If you see me looking off to the left over here, or my left, I've got the sheet that you see down below in the comments. I use that for my notes. That's pretty much the only scripting I have, is what you see down below in the notes. But anyways, I just wanted to cover that. Grab my handy opener and a Red Rocket Ale from Bear Republic out of Healdsburg, California. I know I'm butchering that. I'm not good with names. Cap. I like showing you guys the caps because there's some cool caps out there. And no, autofocus is off on my camera. Hey, no wonder that didn't focus in. Anyways, it's supposed to be a red ale. Crack this bad boy open. Alright, start pouring her. Definitely a red ale. So a nice gentle pour. Pretty much no head. Let's get aggressive. Okay, I couldn't have been more aggressive. Well, I could have. Not like I'm doing now. But anyways. Set that down. So, it is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's red. I can see the camera through it. You can see my computer screen. I'm going to put it right up there. It's a nice red amber. Definitely can see through. Lots of bubbles coming up from the bottom, so decently carbonated. Hops. That's what I smell. It's a 67 on the IBU. So, that's, I don't know if you'd call that a fairly bitter beer, but it's a lot more bitter than the Tres Pistoles I reviewed last week. Troyes. I'm butchering it, I know. Let's taste. Definitely a hoppy beer. Lots of hops. I taste hops. It's kind of like the Christ, it was my second video. Tempe 8th Street Ale. The hoppiness. The flavor is nothing like that. It is definitely a more bitter flavor. In fact, that's sitting there on the back of my tongue. That bitter, still sitting there. It's got a good flavor, but that aftertaste, I don't like how it's still sitting there. I don't like how the aftertaste sits there for this long. I'm swallowing quite a bit. It's not that strong of a beer. It's what? Oh, I should have looked that up. I did not write that down. 6.8. So, I'd say it's middle of the road after some of the ones I've seen. Like last week's was a 9. I've seen 11s. There was that one, oh, what is that? There's a 65 out there. I'm probably not going to review that because that's like it would be $80 for me to get one bottle. Definitely hoppy red. I like it. I don't like the aftertaste. I love the smooth flow that goes into my mouth. It's definitely a medium body. Not too thin, not too thick. It's not thin as like say a PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's not thick like a what's a really thick one? If you can find it, it's called Dry Dock Vanilla Porter. It's out of Aurora, Colorado. That's a fairly thick beer. If I can get my hands on some of that, I'd love to review it. Here in Arizona, I'm no longer in Colorado. I can't get my hands on that because it's only pretty much available in... No, my... Yeah, there's a piece of hair sticking up. Sorry. Who cares? I will go ahead and take another drink then. Bear Republic Brewing. It looks to be a brew pub. Check the link in the description. I have their website there. It's in Healdsburg, California. I wouldn't make a trip to drink this beer. If you have it available, yes, go ahead and try it. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not... I don't think it deserves the, I think, what is it, 93? 91, that it gets on Better Beer Advocate. Or Beer Advocate, I'm sorry, Better Beer. The Better Beer is what I use for ratings. Beer Advocate gives it a 91, outstanding. I could drink this. I would definitely order this if I were out somewhere. So... it has a nice flavor. I hate that aftertaste, though. I would order this as my first beer, and then probably follow it up with something a lot smoother that's going to wash that aftertaste down. This is kind of a one-trick pony to me because of that aftertaste. It's still persisting. I mean, that last sip you saw me take, I still have that taste right back there, the bitter on the back of the mouth. To me, that's not enjoyable. I like it to persist maybe a second, 2 seconds. Yeah, it's still there. 5, 10 seconds later, that's not enjoyable. Once again, I got this at Bevmo. When I got the Tres Pistoles, I got 6 of them so I could do 6 reviews. So it's going to be a while before I finish them all. But at least I have a place where I can get individuals so I can do these reviews. But if you guys have any killer beers you want to send me, I would love to get my hands on a KBS. Founders KBS, Kentucky Bourbon, or Breakfast Stout. Wow, sorry. I don't know what else I can say about this. In my home brewing adventures, I know what I can say. In my home brewing adventures, I have tried, a little bit of the pellet that I use for hops. And that bitter taste that stayed with me is the bitterness I'm getting from this. So it's got a lot of bittering hops in it. I would definitely say, not a Fuggles, but once again, I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. So if anybody wants to correct me with the phonetic spelling of the in the comments, correct me with the phonetic spelling and not be nasty about it, I would appreciate it, because English is not my strong suit. Give me a computer and programming, hey. English, no. I don't know what else I can say about this. I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking at the ratings here right now, trying to figure out where I would get it. I would definitely recommend to try this. Oh, I would definitely recommend that. It's got a great front end, but that back end, that lingering taste is just sitting there, and I'm gonna put it at a 5, which is average. Can finish the beer. Would have another one if it was all that was available, but probably won't seek it out later, just because of the aftertaste. If it wasn't for that aftertaste, it would rate a lot higher. I mean, it is delicious. It is a yummy beer. The front end of it is great. Yeah, I love the hops flavor on the front end, but from it just to sit there, but that's my palate. Yours may be different, so I recommend trying all the beers I say here, unless it's just total garbage. I mean, even my first review, Cave Creek Chili Beer, it wasn't good. It wasn't good until I added the lime. I recommend trying it, but I don't recommend drinking it heavily. I don't recommend it becoming a beer you add to your catalog, so to speak. Because, once again, it's just not that good. So, I'm going to finish this because the video is starting to run long. I want to keep it under 11 minutes because we're hitting the 10-minute mark. 9:55, same difference. That is yummy on the front end, but that back end. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. Thank you for watching, and if you like, please subscribe. If not, you know, whatever. So enjoy your rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye.